these employees of this store called Zara, accused this lady of stealing you know, merchandise from the store or whatever. And they actually just accused this one from doing this or whatever. And it was crazy as ever. For real though. They said she stole a jacket or whatever. And they started harassing the lady and stuff like that. And then when the lady tried to leave the establishment, and she they started trying to go after her. They started chasing her, and she was running, so that's why they chased her or whatever and whatnot. And they was trying to get the security guard to follow her to see where she go, try to get what I'm saying, other people to follow her home and all this stuff. That I'm just gonna keep it a book. I mean, that's stalking. That's stalking right there. For real though. I mean, that's crazy. For real, she called the police, and the police, looked in her car because she gave the cop her consent or whatever. When the cop found out that it was no stolen item up in her car or nothing like that, and what I'm saying, the cop said they do this all the time. What I'm saying, it's just they wanna reward for getting a person that actually steal from the store, or they just make it up and stuff like that. That's crazy. That's crazy as ever. For real though. Anyway, so yeah. Now it's these dudes that actually be drugging they women and then violating them or whatever whatnot, and putting it on that site called Motherless or whatever whatnot. And this stuff is crazy. It's crazy as ever. For real though. I'm shoot. Why are they doing this? What I'm saying? Even the husbands doing it to their wives and stuff like that. I'm that's some crazy stuff for real though. I mean they need to I don't know what's good with that. They need to stop that for real though, because yeah, I mean that's some crazy stuff. Anyway, now this dude end up starting licking at people at this bar or whatever, and he hit 26 people. Now I'm saying 26 people, and it was crazy, and now people died from this stuff. It died from it. Even his sister was one of the victims. For real though, because yeah, she was at another bar, and he told her to come to the bar that he was at or whatever or not. Now I'm saying, I don't know what made dude stuff like that, because all of a sudden when he was in school he got suspended because he had a hit list about whoever he wanted to hurt, or whoever what woman he wanted to have his way with or whatever whatnot. That stuff was crazy. And reporters and them, they acted what I'm saying, it ain't nothing to be taken seriously. And that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff for real though. Anyway, yeah, and I don't know. The officer making it sound like he was going through some stuff or whatever or whatnot or whatever. And I'm saying that's crazy stuff. Some real crazy stuff. And I'm saying, for real though. Anyway, so I'm just losing it. Oh my goodness, just crazy as ever. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I mean shoot, it was real crazy. It's even crazier, what I'm saying? I don't know. Shoot, it's really something or whatever or not. But anyway, now it was it's what I'm saying, go around there playing or whatever or not, and it's these kids up there trying to mess with her or whatever or not. You know what I'm saying? Up there, like, saying some racial slurs to her, and, like, then they attack her, or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy. That's some crazy stuff. Rather, anyway, I remember when I, like, actually, like, what I'm saying? Just, like, recently, just, like, checking stuff out or whatever, whatnot, and, like, it's like, this cop, like, shot this man for helping a victim out. Like, you know what I'm saying? This victim was getting attacked or whatever, and he helped the person out, but the police ended up shooting him instead, for real though. So, yeah, that was some crazy stuff. That was real crazy, for real though. Being like, congratulations, you don't get a medal, but you get a bullet. And like, oh my goodness, like, that stuff not right. That stuff not right at all. They look at the, like, person that helped the victim out as the, like, attacker. But I'm like, this crazy. It's crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I mean, like, shoot, there's some crazy stuff. Anyway, so I'm up there just, like, you know what I'm saying? I just try to, like, figure out, like, what's going on. But this been going on. This has been going on. Like, ever since, it don't even matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot. I mean, like, hey, it's just like a, like, an encore. That's about it. It's just a big old encore. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, it's like crazy. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I mean, like, shoot, it's some, like, crazy stuff. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, shoot, it's just awful. It's awful how they, like, some look at, like, stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, a certain way or whatever. Dude, like, and end up shooting this woman or whatever, whatnot, and, like, he had to shoot up with the police, right? So, the police, like, shot him up, you know what I'm saying, just, like, licked him down or whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying, around him. Anyway, so, yeah, shoot, that stuff was crazy. It's so crazy as ever. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm like, dang, but I wonder what was the reason though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, shoot, you know what I mean? I mean, like, shoot, that was, like, crazy. It's craziness as ever. I'm wondering, like, what he shot the woman over. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, anyway, this was the point. So now, I'm just up there just, like, checking and stuff out or whatever, whatnot. Not saying see what's up or whatever. I mean, anyway, so, yeah. I mean, like, it was a dude that actually got mad, like, and, like, you know what I'm saying, in an accident or whatever, when I think of, like, something, like, I think it was a traffic stop or whatever, and dude just got out of his car and started, like, actually attacking this woman. It was supposed to be, like, 4 people, like, going at it, or whatever, when I, like, 2 girls going at it, and then this man and this woman went at it, or whatever, when I, dude ended up spanking her and all that, like, just punching her and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Another dude, like, came to the scene, he just, like, took his phone out, you know what I'm saying, I think he started recording. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he howled a war star or whatever or not, but dang, that, like, that's crazy as ever. For real though. I mean, like, this woman is getting beat down on the ground and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And dude is close by them. Really close. Really, because this actually, like, stopped this or whatever or whatnot. But nah, he just let it happen. Just let that stuff happen. For real though. Anyway. It was like, I remember when, like, this, like, Bart and this dude, and it's like, I think his, like, associates or his friends or his, like, relatives or whatever, this dude, like, grabbed this woman about the bar right by her hair. He, like, for no reason. It was crazy as ever. I was like, oh my goodness, like, he even snatched some of her hair out. Like, dang. It's like 2 dudes was like, right out there or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying, I see a woman coming up too, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Up there, like, just trying to defend the man, defend the dude that attacked this woman or whatever. And that stuff is crazy as ever. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell notification so you see my next upload and my next post. And to make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like, gang. So long, farewell, goodbye.